talkSPORT 2 live from the Premier League of Darts tonight. West Point Arena, Exeter entertaining the big 8 names in the Premier League. Already through, Rob Cross has beaten Michael Van Gerwen by 6 legs to 5. Luke Humphries beat Gerwyn Price 6 legs to 4. And Nathan Aspinall has just seen off Chris Dobey in a last leg shootout by 6 legs to 5. Winner of that one is Nathan Aspinall. He will play the winner of the next one, Stephen Bunting against Luke Littler. Paul Diaz at Nicholson alongside me. Typical Nathan Aspinall. Didn't play at his best, but somehow found a way to win.
That's exactly what happened. I think Doby's going to be ruining the first 3 or 4 legs where he could have established quite a sizable lead, and he paid the price for that. You just got to get rid of Nathan early if you get those opportunities, because he's so dogged. He's so determined to get back into any match, no matter what the format. My only concern for Aspinall, nights like tonight, performances like that, is that he burns so much energy in one game. Is he going to have enough to come through the semi-final, whether it's Littler or Bunting, and then have enough to go through a final? It's just something he's going to have to address. If he needs aggressiveness, that's okay, but it still has to be measured. But very well done in getting that 6-5 win.
Yeah, Freddie Jones has tweeted at talkSPORT on social media. I mentioned that Chris Dobey in his walk-on song about, he's proud of where he's from. It's a Newcastle song, or Geordie's song if you like. He says Dobey's walk-on music is so bad it's good. He said if and when Doby makes a world final, he should have Anton Deck walking him on.
I think they'd like to do that as well. I'm sure that Chris has run into and or Deck at St James's Park on occasion, because they all have season tickets and they're probably all going to Wembley in a couple of weeks' time. But Chris has actually explained on social media in the last couple of weeks that he wants to find a new walk-on song, but as for now he doesn't know what that has to be. I think if you're going to be an icon of this sport, you need something recognisable for the long haul. Take it from someone who knows, who changed their walk-on music too many times. You want to be up there with the Nathan Aspinalls and the Littlers and the Buntings. You want to have something that is quintessentially you, and Chris doesn't quite feel that Let's Get Ready to Rumble is the long-term thing, but for now that will do.
It will for now. He needs a win on the Premier League stage. That's full without a win for Doby. Stephen Bunting will be hoping he's not going to go full without a win. He's taking on Luke Littler. Look, it's a rumour at this stage. I'm going to ask you about it, Nico. Suggestion Luke Littler might not be 100% tonight.
Yeah, hearing that backstage, it's a case that Littler got to the arena quite late. The players do have a call time, like actors do for theatre and things like that. They're told to be there no matter what time you start. You've got to be here at a certain time. He got here at 6:30, which is a little bit later than scheduled, but the rumour is that Luke is not feeling 100% tonight, so we hope he's okay. It sounds a bit like an illness as opposed to an injury, so sometimes you've got to fight through these things. But what it emphasises, Mark, is that if you're injured in Premier League football or Championship football, someone can come off the bench. In Premier League darts, there is no bench. So if you can't show up, you're going to forfeit points. And Littler, to his credit, has turned up. Like you say, it's just a rumour at this stage. We're about to find out what kind of shape he's in.
Night 4 of the BetMGM Premier League. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us all around the world, it's time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of 4 PDC titles, a Masters champion, 2-time World Championship semi-finalist. Ladies and gentlemen, the newly crowned Bahrain Darts Master. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the Bullet, Stephen Bunting.
The Bullet made a great start to life in 2025, made the World Championship semi-finals. He went and won the first World Series of Darts title in Bahrain. He made the final at the Dutch Darts Masters. When all eyes went to the Premier League, it's gone a little bit wrong. Defeats across Michael Van Gerwen and Luke Humphries in his opening 3 weeks. Luke Littler knocked out twice in the quarter-final stages, but was a winner up in Glasgow when he beat Cross, Van Gerwen and Humphries to pick up a first nightly win of 2025. Bunting, he's got the song, he's got the fireworks. Has he got the performance tonight to beat Littler?
And that's the most important thing, isn't it? The words of Michael Van Gerwen, he says it all the time. That's the most important thing. And tonight, it isn't about the music, it's not about the popularity, it's not about the social media, it's about the win and the points that come with that prospective win. Here's a bit of perspective. Stephen Bunting has got 4 PDC titles. He's won them over the course of 11 years. Luke Littler had 4 PDC titles after 4 months this time last year. Ridiculous.
The winner of 11 PDC titles, the winner of 3 World Series titles, a Grand Slam champion. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the reigning and defending Premier League champion, and the reigning champion of the world.
Looks quite steely focused, Luke Littler, but a smile as he greets his mum. There's just a little incident there, maybe someone grabbing. He wasn't happy about that when he went to give his mum a cuddle and a kiss there. That was a little bit unsavoury, unnecessary, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little bit, and Luke is a bit perturbed by that. I'm not surprised. He's very proud of having his family with him each and every week. And he just went to give his mum a hug on the walk on there, and somebody pulled at him. And the Littler family were not pleased with that, but now he goes on the stage. It's all eyes on the work that he has to do in front of this raucous crowd in Exeter to bring the curtain down on the quarterfinals.
Yeah, bit of a local derby this one. Bunting of St Helens, Littler of Warrington, and he's still not happy with that incident that happened there. He's just checking his mum's okay, and yeah, thumbs up. He's not happy about something here. I wonder if the security staff might get involved there. It was nothing overly violent, it was just a bit unnecessary what happened there. Littler is 4th in the table, but he's only level on points, if you like, with Aspinall, who's now joined him on 5 points. So I want to get a win here if he can and just add another couple of points to his tally.
Yeah, the incident that occurred on the walk-on, Mark, it does emphasise just how packed those supposed VIP areas are. And sometimes where people push towards the edging area where people can do the high fives and take the hugs and things like that. I just wonder if there should be a section that is purely for family and friends, where they're not being pushed against the fencing area. This is a very compact arena, one of the smallest of the roadshow. And I really like the fact that Littler was always looking down at his mum there, and as if to say, and as soon as he got the thumbs up from her, his demeanour changed completely.
Well, Littler, we told, averaging 9 points more than Bunting. That is ridiculous 3 weeks in. But then again, you say, well, he averaged 113.91 in week 1. He got beat 6-5 by Luke Littler. Welcome along the listeners over on talkSPORT. We're live on talkSPORT 2. Night 4 of the Premier League Darts. West Point Arena and Exeter already through tonight. Rob Cross has beaten Michael Van Gerwen 6-5. Last leg shootout saw Cross prevail there. Luke Humphries won a real topsy-turvy battle with Gerwyn Price earlier on. Humphries will meet Cross in the semi-finals. We've just seen Nathan Aspinall beat his good mate Chris Dobey. That too went to a last leg decider before Aspinall hit double 16 to wrap up victory. On stage now, Stephen Bunting looking for his first win of the competition. He takes on Luke Littler, who's already won one of the nights with us. Paul the Asset Nicholson, former PD star, with us. Littler looking to really pile on the misery on Stephen Bunting.
Absolutely, and this is what they've got to do. If they see somebody at the basement of the table struggling for wins, keep them struggling. Littler wants to vault his way up the table and have a really big confidence boost ahead of next week's Brighton Premier League night, which is a case for him going to the UK Open tomorrow, then going back to Warrington and then back to Brighton. That's what the life is like he knows all about it because he was in last year's Premier League, which he won.
He was indeed. The defending champion on the hockey right now, Littler against Bunting. It's live over on talkSPORT 2 and on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube page. It is the first leg, and a race to 6 for a place in the semi-finals against Nathan Aspinall.
68, and he's got a treble 16. Does he have his beloved double 10 with dart number 3 after an adjustment on the hockey? It's a silly question, really. When he has double 10, 19 times out of 20 he hits it when it comes to visits. If he misses it and has a dart left after it, he usually finds it with an adjustment, and he takes that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, race to 6. Littler in front here. Mark Wilson and Paul Nicholson with you. Laura Turner with us tonight as well. Be taking you through all the semi-finals and the final. Over on talkSPORT right now, West Ham 2, Leicester 0. Tomorrow night, Villa Cardiff, FA Cup 5th round on talkSPORT. 8 o'clock kickoff before Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday, that is, take on Sunderland live in the Championship, live and exclusive on talkSPORT 2. Joe Shannon with the former Arsenal midfielder Adrian Clark.
It's all red there, just like Arsenal. Or should I say, because Littler's a Man U fan, it's all like Manchester United's home shirt. He leaves 2-6-2, and even if he's feeling a bit under the weather, he's not showing it. He looks very spirited up there.
Yeah, he does indeed. He looks steely focused, even before that little altercation on the walk-on. Only 56 there, though. So Bunting on his own throw, 39 in arrears here. He's in the corner of the treble, just moves along to the centre of the hockey, where most players throw from, but for him it's a change of angle. It's a good 2 treble visit. He's down to 1 away,
and it's amazing how many times he hits the centre of that treble 20 when he's in the middle. It's amazing to me that he doesn't do it more often, but he obviously feels more comfortable on the right hand side as he looks at it, throwing from a somewhat obscure angle inside the exclusion zone. 108, small 20 to start, stays on the 60 and gets it. Double 14. Misses it just right by a centimetre, so Littler's got 108 himself. Different route.
Needs a treble 19, can't find it above and below it. You would have fancied him to get that. So Bunting back for double 7 and 1-1.
He can afford to be a little bit defensive on dart 1, but maybe not on darts 2 and 3. Just underneath double 7 with dart 1, and then bypasses what could be seen as a blocker dart with dart 2, and it's 1 leg all in the final quarter-final tonight. Littler's back in the treble. Starts with a maximum in leg 3. Now these two have got something in common, Mark, because they've played at Exeter once each. Semi-finals last year for Littler. The last time Bunting was here, it was 10 years ago. It just goes to show how long it was since he was here. The person he beat then was a certain Adrian Lewis.
Well, Luke Littler, if he is under the weather, he's not showing it. Back-to-back maximums, and Bunting is also 3 darts into the perfect leg. He cannot follow it in. So is Littler about to deliver a bit of 9-dart brilliance here at Exeter.
4 9-darters last year. He's not going to add to his tally here in the southwest of England. But it's a brilliant third leg. Not just from Littler, from both players. If Bunting can get another max, he could have been in the same vicinity as Luke. Now on 276 with 80 scored, he's got to get into that treble. And somehow he bulldozes his way into a 140.
64, single 16, single 8, tops. No, so Bunting will get a look at 136.
2 more trebles needed. He doesn't have to go 60 here, but he will. He is one of the oldest players in this year's Premier League. Small 20, doesn't do him any favours. He's trying to score 96 to lead tops. That's exactly what he does, but Littler's on double 10 and it's going to be 2-1 in a second.
Yeah, there it is, 2-1 in a second. As Paul Nicholson told you, 2-1 it is, double 10 is hits. And it's 2-1 in a race to 6 here for Luke Littler. Bunting just looking to hold his own throw. His last couple of darts have been a bit erratic, high and low, and not in the treble.
Yeah, his timing's just a little bit off. Week 4 in the Premier League without points. I don't care who you are. You might be the most strong person in the whole sport, but it will have an effect that you haven't scored yet.
Yeah. If he does get beaten tonight, in effect he's been to 4 tournaments and got knocked out in the first round every time. That's how he'll be looking at it. But there's still time to turn this one around. It is only 2-1.
There are times when I see Luke Littler playing the way he is right now. He throws those darts as if he doesn't want them back. It's as if he's throwing them through the board. There's a viciousness about it. It's like he's playing a computer game and he's throwing ninja stars.
140.
Well, whatever he's throwing, they're going in the right spot of the board. I mean, these two met in a great semi-final, didn't they, at the Dutch Darts Masters? Bunting coming out in a last leg thriller. Really good performance from both players. That was one of those games where Littler had the bigger average but didn't win the game. It's the habit he's got, isn't it? When he gets beat, he takes some beating.
Absolutely right. You've got to put in something stunning to get rid of him. Just asked Michael van Gerwen from Belfast a few weeks back. Littler's left 85, Bunting 20 points further back on 105, but needs it to hold his throw for 2 legs all. Needs a treble 15 and gets it, tops. Beautiful check out from Bunting. He might be in the basement of the table, but he's shown his spirit right there to make it 2-2.
Well, one thing we know about these boys, they've all got class. This lad just perhaps have a little bit more than most in his glass at the moment.
I think we're getting to the stage of the season as well, where if you play everything up to this point, that's fair enough. But from Monday onwards, you've got to take a look at your diary and say, I can't play everything. Always judge your ranking action based on how you feel. I've got a funny feeling Littler's already booked everything he needs to for the next 4 months.
Yeah. Something we talk about more and more now, but there is more and more darts available. And, you know, a lot of these guys playing in big exhibitions around the world as well, and they fit that in for the monetary benefits it brings. Another maximum for Littler, second of the leg for him. He'll just be disappointed this is on his own throw.
You won't be disappointed if he takes a 3-2 lead though. Bunting is way back. 44 called by Welsh referee Hugh Ware. 257 for Bunting, and Littler loves that 81 shot with treble 17, double 15. It doesn't pay off here. He hits 3 different singles to lead tops. Is he going to get a 3rd leg on double 10, I wonder?
Quite possibly. Here's Bunting about to hit another maximum. Not quite, down to 117, but Littler. 40 needed, this time he's straight at tops, makes no mistake, and it is 3-2 to Littler. Halfway there to race to 6, winner of this one takes on Nathan Aspinall in the semi-finals.
This is a different type of game as well to that Doby Aspinall match. A lot less energy is being spent in this quarter-final. It's very much a mundane type of game. I mean that in the nicest possible way. They're conserving what they need for potentially later in this match and beyond. Bunting 3-6-7 after a 1-3-4 start. He's getting better with a max. And what you said in the previous leg, Mark, it's coming true right now. That brilliance from Littler was only to hold, but he's not letting go of Bunting.
Let them play on. 3-2, reigning 180s, 8 in the match.
97.
We haven't been short of maximums tonight, that's for sure. And we're getting to the tasty bit as Littler's mounting an attack on the Bunting throw with another one. Back-to-back maximums for the young man from Warrington, and Bunting needs to take 90 out to conserve his throw to make it 3-3.
Oh, big 5, that is a poor dart, and this time he can't find the treble 15. Nico, you're shaking your head.
What are you doing on 90 there? Going for the bullseye, that was just silly. There you go, Littler takes an 11 darter out. You're playing the world champion, you're playing the world number 2, and when you're on 90 to try and conserve your throw, you're going for bull first dart. Makes no sense to me.
Where should he go? Treble 18?
He should have gone for the 20s.
Yeah.
2 singles leaves a shot. Would you rather have a shot or not? It's as simple as that. Put it on a t-shirt. The Littler throw right now is 180, 180, 41 out, 180. That's what he's thrown in the last 12 darts. Or should I say 11.
It is an insane level.
30.
And then he follows it up with a 30. We'll forgive him. He's human after all.
Well, this is the point, though, when he's in this kind of form. Stephen's so well seasoned. He's been doing this for over 20 years. In that moment, I think that's the first time I've seen in years him make a tactical mistake.
291 Littler. 8-3 on the 180 count. Made that 9-3. Is that 6 he's hitting 3 legs?
That's barely believable. Is he playing the same game as these chaps? Bunting is having to go superhuman. That 180 leaves him on 1-2-4, but Littler's already on 1-1-1 to take this 7th leg. Tops.
91.
Extraordinary. He's missed something.
This has to go for Bunting. 1-2-4. Might only need the 1 treble. Might be a shot at the bull. So it's treble 18. Can't find it. And with Littler waiting on double 10, surely the inevitable.
There it is. Inevitable. Just put Luke Littler on a t-shirt next to double 10. It's a marriage made in heaven. 5-2 to the world champion, averaging 110. Bunting is averaging nearly 103, and he's not laying a glove on him.
14 180s in 7 legs of darts. Was it this easy when you played, Nico?
No. This is ridiculous. Bunting, what is he up to here? Come on, Stephen. There's something we haven't had in this Premier League. Is it going to come from the man from Merseyside? Over to you, Stephen, to send this place into raptures.
Can the bullet hit the target? Even Littler's excited. He wants this to go in as much as Bunting and the crowd do. He clips the bottom wire. Now it's all about winning the leg. He hits the treble with a 2nd dart, and he's left himself on a 2-dart finish in a leg he's got to win to stay in the match. 5-2 down.
Crowd are encapsulated by this, as are everybody. Littler's left 170 for the match, so Bunting has to take 46 out. He's hit 46 in 2 with double 16 to end it. It's 5-3 Littler. We've had a 170 checkout every night of the Premier League so far. We haven't had one yet.
We haven't. Look at that. 110.57 plays 106.4. You can imagine Mrs. Bunting when he gets home tonight. How did he get on tonight? Well, average 107 and got absolutely battered.
140.
The best average of the Premier League so far came from Littler in a defeat, 113 plus, and he's at it again. That's his 10th maximum of this game. That's right, of the game. It's not even finished.
This has got to be a record, hasn't it, for a 1st to 6 match?
I didn't even think this
is
was
15 we've had now.
I didn't think this was possible.
I've lost count. Is it 15 or 16? I can't remember.
It's 15.
Okay.
What's 15? And it's leg 9. It's best of 11.
Well, Littler has left 47 after 9. This is incredible. Well, the word was earlier, he's not feeling very well tonight. Goodness knows if he'd have turned up on form.
Well, his best average of the Premier League in that loss was 113.91. He might be about to beat it.
Tops for the match to wrap up an absolute masterclass. The world champion in red hot form. Bunting was brilliant, but he could not live with the Duke, who averages over 112. What a performance. 6 legs to 3, reigning 180s. Luke Littler is through to meet Nathan Aspinall. We now know our final four, but Paul Nicholson, we have just seen the performance of the night so far.
Oh, you're not joking. Luke Littler is possibly an alien. I've never seen darts like it in Premier League over the last 20 years. This thing has been going longer than he's been alive. But to have 16 maximums in a game that didn't even go the distance. It only went 9 legs. That's otherworldly, and we are privileged to have those kind of darts thrown when we are here in Exeter, and now we go to the semis. I suppose the message is, how does Nathan Aspinall stop something like that?
I'm not sure. We don't know one thing. He'll give it everything he's got, but it might take a little bit more than that. The semi-finalists tonight then in Exeter. Rob Cross will take on Luke Humphries, and Nathan Aspinall will take on Luke Littler, who smashes through 112 average. 10 maximums for him. What a display that was. The darts continues live on talkSPORT 2 and on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. If you're watching over there, please like and subscribe and share the word on social media. So Cross, Humphries, Aspinall, Littler to come. But Luke Littler has just laid down an almighty marker, 112.34, as he beats Bunting by 6 legs to 3. When it comes to the Darts Premier League, the last thing you want is an online mishap throwing you off your game. Threat Protection Pro helps you dodge bogus sites, and with a Dart Web Monitor you'll get a heads up if your personal info starts circulating in the online equivalent of the madhouse. Go to nordvpn.com/dartsvpn and get 2 years plus 4 months free and a birthday deal. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Still to come tonight, 2 semi-finals. Later on it'll be Aspinall against Littler. But coming up next on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube page, it's Rob Cross against Luke Humphries.